I'm 21 and I'm studying fine art at Plymouth Uni and I'm in my second year. Currently my practice is based with painting, and it's a mixture of figurative and abstract painting that are a way of trying to figure out my connection with natural landscapes.
So how has your background and your life influenced your work?
I grew up in North Devon, out in the countryside. So I lived there all my life until I moved to Plymouth. So natural landscapes have always been around me and been something that I've grown up with. What's that word? Sorry. I feel I've gained independence while growing up in natural environments. I was never a town kid. I was always in the countryside, and I feel like this has such a strong impact on myself that I can't really take it for granted, having 20 years of life with that, and then to just suddenly change all my aspects.
How do you think your work has grown?
With no real art training, I think I've had to work things out for myself, and my ideas have been getting clearer to myself, and this has made it easier for me to decide to start painting, because it's such a easily read medium, and through that I've been developing abstract techniques and figurative techniques.
So how do you create your works, and what forms do your work take?
I think about the idea behind the work a lot before I actually create the work. Under this umbrella of why is the connection with the landscape important, I've been starting to explore both thinking about and working into paintings ideas that are relevant to this connection. So at the moment my work is looking at space and time and how a body or subject interacts with that space, and those being the two key elements of the work is what will influence what I do in the studio.
Portray from your work, or what message do you think is portrayed to the viewer?
I don't think I'm trying to portray a message at the moment. I'm not really sure where my work stands in that sense, whether I want to portray my viewpoint, and I don't want that forced down people's throat. It's more me trying to understand like the subject matter rather than, maybe have it in a form that can be explained to people when they read it, but it's more of a selfish process at the moment in trying to create the work, and then maybe one day when I realise my own intentions, then I can start trying to spread those ideas to a wider public. At the moment the biggest influences artist-wise are Antti Leitinen, who I believe is from Finland. I saw his work at the Venice Biennale last year, and it's kind of like a physical test of himself creating work in natural environments, and it's definitely something I should really work with. And obviously Francis Bacon, just a beautiful painter, and his use of space and the connection of that space with the subject that he paints within it is something that I would try and emulate in my work, but it might happen one day, it might not. For me, I was drawn to art at a particular time in my life where everything seemed quite dark and there wasn't much going right for me, and it offered an outlet for all this and quite a safe haven at the time. And in respect to the subject, I just think it's something that's been so relevant to me for so long, and it always will be. So why not embrace all those things at once?
What does the future hold for you and your work?
In the close future, I just want to get my degree finished, and after that, see what turns up and how important everything is at that time. Whether I go and work in my own studio, or go to an MA, or end up working for someone is quite open-ended. So the world is my oyster.